This bill makes an intentional investment in public education, and for that I am grateful. It fully funds the required contributions for the teacher retirement system. It fully funds the state's commitment to the shared responsibility bill to pay for its share for pre-65 retiree health coverage. It funds 100% of transportation costs in the second year of the budget. Hooray. It creates the student teacher stipend program to offer $5,000 stipends for students during their student teacher semester, and it creates the student loan forgiveness pilot program to encourage teachers through their first 5 years of teaching, which we know is an important step in retaining new teachers. However, this budget does not provide the 11% raises that the governor called for, nor does it put into statute the $45,000 minimum starting salary as proposed by the Kentucky Association of School Administrators. My intent at this point was to ask a question about how school systems were to ensure that they hire and staff their teachers and other members of the staff with numbers and dollars that inflation have significantly impacted. But I feel like in his answer to the gentleman from Fayette 79, that he answered all those questions and then more, so I will not repeat. But I would like to ask the gentleman from Todd a question.
He will yield a question.
So in clarification, and I may have just misunderstood, so can a school district take funds that have been slated for facilities and shift them to fund teacher salaries?
Gentleman Todd.
No, therefore there's a capital construction. Those would be segregated funds presently. I was also referring to fixed costs around those capital constructions.
Lady from Jefferson.
Thank you. May I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
On the bill, yes. So I have filed House Floor Amendment 2 to House Bill 6, PHS 2. And what that amendment would do would be to provide an 11% raise to eligible school employees. Because there was not an option to file amendments to the committee sub in a timely manner, I move for suspension of the rules in order for the House to consider House Floor Amendment 2 to HB6, PHS 2.
Motion, the lady from Jefferson 32 is for suspension of the rules. Lady, I'm sorry, what amendment number was that? For the purpose of allowing introduction and debate on House Floor Amendment 2. Motion is non-debatable, requires a constitutional majority of 51. Those in favor of suspension of the rules vote aye. Roll call is open for your vote. Clerk will take the roll. Being 19 members voting aye, falls short of the constitutional majority of 51. Therefore, the motion to suspend the rules fails. Lady from Jefferson.
Yes, may I speak on the bill?
Yes, ma'am.
So this bill requires the Kentucky Summative Assessment Test scores to be posted on every school, district, and Board of Education webpage, as well as a rank order list of schools based on test scores on the Kentucky Department of Education webpage. In an article just published titled "The Pernicious Predictability of State-Mandated Tests of Academic Achievement in the United States," authors Jamil Maron and Christopher Tinkin found that based on the percentage of families in a community with income over $200,000 a year and the percentage of families in a community with income under the U.S. poverty level for a family of 4, 75% of the schools in which students will score proficient or above on an Algebra 1 exam can be predicted. There is a strong correlation between students in poverty and low scores on standardized tests. This requirement, while intending to draw attention to the need to increase achievement for students who do not score as well on end-of-year tests does not account for how problematic our current high-stakes achievement tests are. Our contract with Pearson last year to create and score our end-of-year tests was $7.2 million. The salary cost for every educator in the state doing a 3.5-hour required training to prepare for testing was estimated at $7.1 million in 2001. And all that said, students take the test at the end of the year, and teachers and families do not get the scores until well into a subsequent year. We currently use standardized tests well beyond what they were designed to do, which is to measure a few areas of academic achievement. Achievement tests were not designed for the purposes of promoting or grading students, evaluating teachers, or evaluating schools. In fact, connecting these social functions to achievement test data corrupts what the tests are measuring. In statistics, this is called Campbell's Law. Posting scores on school district and school board websites will inevitably encourage teaching to the test and schools toward hiring to the test and paying to the test, rather than making sure students get the well-rounded education they need and deserve. I encourage my colleagues to consider modifying our accountability system so that it drives instruction while also informing this body of the achievement of our students. Thank you.